Okay, so you always hate doing these kind of updates because these are just a snapshot in time. Things move fast and we get more information all the time, but we are at the clinic. We've got her hooked up to some antibiotics and then some IV, but yeah, Kristen's not doing well. She's been severely dehydrated and liquids coming out of both ends and some minor heart stiffness. We're just taking very precautious, whatever we can do. Good medical insurance. It's just being cautious to make sure that nothing severe is going on with Kristen at this moment. So, anything you want to say, babe?
Saying I feel like I've been either sick or just sitting in hotel rooms waiting for parts more than we've been riding. So it's frustrating, but these guys have been great here, so happy about that. Very grateful.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to give you a quick update. We feel we have a certain responsibility just to keep everybody posted on what's happening. This morning, Kristen got worse in terms of her sickness. She started vomiting and getting some chest pain, so took her to the clinic, did some blood tests and some stool tests, and yes, she has a bacterial infection. So I did my own little research. That's not something to joke around with. So the doctor recommended 2 days in the hospital. So she's on IV, and she's going to spend a couple of days here. We feel very fortunate that we have the ability to be pretty close to a clinic and a hospital, but I think we have everything pretty well covered in terms of our well-being. I'll go back to our hotel and figure out what we're going to do with our accommodations, but yeah, the hotel informed us yesterday that the city blew a main water line and 3/4 of the city's without water, so the hotel's dealing with no water right now, or at least 3/4 of the city of Juarez dealing with no water. So plus my bike part's still coming, so the sheer sequence of events has been a bit much. Not sure why. Not like we planned on all these things going sideways. Our intent was to legitimately cycle across South America to raise awareness, and just all of these incidents along the way is not something that feels good. We're trying to hold our end of the bargain, but health and family comes first. So anything you want to add, babe?
No, I was feeling very grateful. I have a private room, which is pretty nice. I said to PL, it's a good thing I got sick and not him, because it'd be a shit show both ways if I had to do all this. So he's been awesome. I was very grateful. Ask for prayer just for quick healing and wisdom as we move forward to finish this off. So yeah.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff hanging from there with tubes and stuff, but none of them are stuck in your arm. That's a good sign, I guess. Said you started feeling better when?
Late last night. I was able to sleep. I didn't have to get up and go to the bathroom every few minutes. My stomach settled, so that was good.
Nice. And hopefully the liquids will stay in both ends. I was able to get all the bags and bikes transported to the hotel. It's only about 400 meters from here, so that's nice. We have reservations until Sunday, so we got like 5 days to figure out what our plans are going to be and how Kristen feels. Okay, so I have a ride as push egg bikes. Here's the box. We're going to unwrap it and take a look and see. Salsa came through, pretty excited. Here's our workshop. They're going to fix it all here. Fantastic. Okay, moment of truth. There's a salsa box.
That's the fork.
It's the fork. Let's open it up. Should be an off-white. It's the only one they have. There it is. Thank you, salsa. Coming through.
Good morning from Juarez, Peru. We are just here to update everyone on sort of our last pivot for a little bit here. yeah, just if you've been following along, you know that we've had some hiccups on this trip, and most recently, I was hospitalized this week for a few days and nights because I had a severe bacterial infection and I was very dehydrated. So I was told I needed 7 days of rest, and which was not great just because of our timeline. And yeah, I just haven't gotten that much. I mean, I've gotten better. My stomach is better for sure, but I've had this cough for over a month, and I'm still not feeling great. And so, yeah, we've just kind of looked at that and said time-wise, where things are getting pretty tight. So that's the first hiccup that happened this week.
Yeah, and then the second one is you guys saw my new fork arrive, so we're pretty excited putting the fork in there. And then once we started checking things out, the bearing in my front hub, one of them is toast. So it's a dynamo hub. So it's not a standard hub. It's a hub that generates power, energy for recharging battery packs. And the only way to fix it is to send it back to Germany. So that's not an option here, but we did source a new one, but that would take another week for it to arrive, which would be later than Kristen's ability to ride again. And then just through random searches, I was checking our flights to make sure we're coming back to watch Mike at the World Rowing Championships one time, and noticed that one of our flights was canceled. So contacted the airline and said, yep, the flight's canceled. They're not booking any new flights. So scrambling, trying to figure out how are we going to get back to watch her son in Shanghai. So we got to get out of here. So all that just kind of culminated into a whole bunch of things that spiraled. So Kristen's going to give you a little update on what we're going to do next.
Yeah, so we looked at our timeline and just realized that there's just no way to ride. Like to start, we could start, we'd have a couple of weeks, but with me not feeling well, we didn't want to risk being farther away from being able to get out of here. And so we have made the decision to pause this continent, the fin do mundo, and we are going to head back to Canada this week and just try to get healthy, get reorganized, and then plan again to come back at the end of, in November sometime to finish off the bottom half of South America. So we're not quitting. We just need to take care of our health first, and our priority was to see our son. So yeah, we spent a good couple of days thinking about it. It's not easy. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. So yeah.
It's not the end. It's just a pause. We'll come back and try and finish the bottom half of South America later this year yet, after we come back from watching our sons row. And then we'll keep going. A big thank you to everybody who's been supporting us, the donors, the prayers, everything. It's this decision was difficult. We both shed some tears.
Yeah, but it's important for us to finish this ride for these incredible charities too. So yeah, just thank you for everything. You guys have been awesome, and we're good, but we're gonna come home and regroup and then come back stronger. So thanks everybody.